Hello everyone, your warm welcome to the course of Sophos XGS Firewall, and today we're going to see how we can able to configure application control policy and web policy as well. So here you can see on my screen that this is my dashboard of Sophos XGS Firewall, where you can see certain tabs of system, traffic insight, users, and you can see the bandwidth, memory, session, CPU percentage, everything is there on the dashboard. Okay, so this is a complete new fresh firewall where I haven't configured any of the policy, so we're going to start from the scratch so that you're going to get all the basic till the advanced level of information in terms of application control. And if you want the video in regards with web filter as well as SNet or complete netting, and also in terms of installation of Sophos XGS Firewall in EVNG. So please follow, there's a complete playlist that I have created which will be more useful to you, so that there is a sequential form where you can continue your Sophos XGS Firewall training. Okay, so without having a further delay, let's get started. So here on my screen you can see on the left hand side there is an application, which is the tab which meant for application control policies. So here there are certain tabs. We're going to discuss about each of the tabs and its working. So the first tab which we are looking is application filter. So firstly, application control helps us out in detecting and blocking the application that are not only the security threat but also unsuitable for our environment, which means that there are certain applications which is not completely protective as well as which is not productive as well. Okay, so there are certain policies that are defined and include. Okay, so you can see here on my screen that, so first we're going to discuss is block filter avoidance app. Here you can see the default action is allowed and the description is already given that it will going to block the applications that forms a tunnel. This helps us out in blocking the traffic that tunnels the application, which can bypass the firewall traffic or firewall policies. These types of application are often used to bypass the content filter and access restricted sites. Blocking them can help maintain security and compliances. So here when you click here, we can able to see that there are all types of proxy and VPN tunnels. So you can see these all are the tunnels. You can see Express VPN, then Star VPN, Open VPN. There are all types of VPNs. So what VPN does is, you already aware that it forms a tunnel and the communication will be formed. So with the help, if this wasn't enabled, then whoever is inside your LAN network can able to access without knowing the firewall, because it will going to tunnel whatever the traffic. So encryption will be based on the basis of tunnels. Okay, block generally unwanted apps. So this is all about to block all the unwanted application like gaming, social media and other non-work related applications. Okay, and it will also going to drop unwanted application traffic. This basically includes peer-to-peer applications, then tunnel application, then file transfer application. So you are already aware P2P applications are WhatsApp, Telegram, where peer-to-peer communication is done. File transfer is you all about transferring of files, which is uses FTP app. Then there are tunnel applications. Tunnel applications are VPN applications. Then those that requires tunneling. Okay, so this will also going to block that. So we just go inside and we see what is that. So you can see all the P2P applications here. P2P application, as well as you can see Skype messaging, then Marvel, Avengers, Alliance Tactics, then there are many. So VPN Unlimited, so which includes all these types of applications that are impacting your production environment. Then block high risk level 4 and level 5 application. There are applications in all over the world which will mark as malicious, and that can be given under the category of level 4 and level 5. So we directly have an option that we didn't allow any of our inside network user that will going to access it. So here these all are the softwares. You can see TikTok, then you can see block peer-to-peer networking apps. So networking apps, that is all about WhatsApp, whichever application that helps in communicating two users or two peers are into peer-to-peer networking applications. So that will drop the traffic from the application that categorize as P2P 5. So risk 5 is considered as highly malicious, and level 1 is considered as a least malicious. So this is how it categorize and deny all. So this is all about application filter. We're going to click, and while we're going to create the application filter. Then synchronized application control. Synchronized application control is an option provided by Sophos Firewall that allows us to provide us a real-time visibility of all those applications that are running in our network, and allowing us to make informed decision based on the current network activity and application behavior. So if, for example, in your environment, if there are certain applications that is already been downloaded or used by your user, so it will going to give you the information by synchronizing. Okay, so how it will work is that the Sophos Central will collect and analyze the data from various endpoints and network devices, and it will going to identify and assess the risk associated with the application. So while synchronizing, the Sophos Central in their Sophos lab going to conclude that which application considered as a malicious. So there is an option for the IT administrator in every organization that they can block the access of those applications from their environment. So this is a very good option from Sophos Firewall. Then you can see the cloud applications. So the cloud applications are all the applications that are basically a software that runs on the remote server rather than on the local computer. So user access these applications over internet through the web browser. So their examples are Gmail, OneDrive, Office 365. So Sophos application allows us to manage and filter the cloud-based application within our network. Application list. So application list contains all the list of applications that are mentioned or that are used in all over the world. Okay, so you can see the list of application in that. So this also has an option that you can able to check the categories, risk levels, then technology as well. So there are certain applications that are categorized, and accordingly we can able to block it. So for example, there are a list of social media, so we just going to use the filter, and we're going to identify each of the applications that are used in our environment, and with the help of that we can calculate the risk that is involved while our user is connecting to those applications. Traffic shaping. Traffic shaping default means that there is an option where you allow certain applications to use certain level of bandwidth. For example, there is XYZ application that, if for example it's video conferencing, and you know already that VoIP or video conferencing took so much of your bandwidth, and you just need that particular bandwidth to allow to that particular user while you are adding it to the policy. So you can create the bandwidth usage as well under traffic shaping. Application object. So application object allows us to define the specific application object and category that you want to manage. So for example, we have list of application, and using application object we're going to group those list of application, and accordingly we're going to add this application object in our application filter, and accordingly we're going to block, deny or allow the access. So this is all about each tabs under application filter.